Okay. Water is drained from a pool. After 5 minutes of draining, the water holds 800 gallons. After 12 minutes of draining, the water holds 450 gallons of water. Calculate the average rate of change in gallons per minute of the water that the pool holds, gallons per minute. I want you to make an XY table, please. Now you have minutes and gallons. The time unit is your X. Okay. Now, you don't need to mess around with 0. Just put 5 with 800 because that goes together, and then 12 with 450. It's like an XY coordinate. Now, you figure out how far it is from 800 to 450. Well, you can figure that out if you take 450 minus 800. So it's negative 350. And then 12 minus 5 is 7. Then you just take your negative 350 divided by 7. And that's negative 50. So you put negative 50 there. It's that simple. Okay, an internet service charges a one-time installation amount and a cost for each month. After 5 months of installation, a user will have paid $220, which includes the installation amount. After 10 months of installation, a user will have paid $370, which includes the installation amount. Find the average rate of change in cost per month, so dollars per month. So you got months and money. The time unit is the X, and that's your money. So 5 goes with 220, 5 months, $220. Then 10 months, $370. And I simply take 370 minus 220, so that's $150 over a time span of 10 minus 5 is 5 months. So I take 150 divided by 5, and it's 30. So that's $30 per month. So that means if it's here's what that means. Don't write this down, but that means if there's an 11th and a 12th month, you'd add 30. Okay? So 400 plus 30, 430, and it keeps on going on. Okay, next page is blank. State the independent variable and the dependent variable for each linear relationship, then find the rate of change for each situation. You're doing the same thing. You're making a table. You got hours and dollars. The time is the X. The dollars is the Y. Now the rate of change means you put per, and it's dollars per hour. You label it yourself, okay? So $40 for 3 hours, 40 and 3. $90 for 8 hours. So 90 minus 40 is 50, so that's $50, but in the meantime, 8 minus 3 is 5. So it's going to be 50 divided by 5, and that equals 10, okay? So the dollars per hour is 10. Now again, you don't need to write this, but what that means, if it went 9, 10, 11 by ones, you add 10 every time, okay? So 100, 110, 120, and all that. That's the answer though. Okay, you have placed 325 pieces on a puzzle after 15 minutes and 475 pieces on a puzzle after 30 minutes. Okay, so make your table first. XY, the time unit is the X, and then the pieces is the Y. So our rate of change is expressed as pieces per minute. Means every 1 minute, how many more pieces get placed? Well, we place those on the table. So 325 pieces, 15 minutes. 475 pieces, 30 minutes. So 475 minus 325 is going to be 150. 30 minus 15 is 15. So I take 150 divided by 15, and that's 10. Okay, again, that's 10. So 10 pieces per minute. That means, don't write this down, but if you had a 31st minute, you would add 10. 32nd minute, you'd add 10. Okay? So it means every single minute you add 10. You don't need to do that last part, but. Okay, a paint has 56 gallons of paint remaining after 2 days and 20 gallons remaining after 5 days. So I make my table, XY, the time unit is the X. Gallons is the Y. So our answer is per and expressed as gallons per day. Y per X. So we know that we have 56 gallons, 2 days. And then 20 gallons, 5 days. Okay, it's going to be a negative because it's going down. The gallons are. Okay, 20 minus 56 is negative 36, and then 5 minus 2 is 3. So I take the negative 36 and divide it by 3, and it's negative 12. Okay, that's your answer. Now, what that means is if I went 6, a 6th day, I would add negative 12 to the 20. That would be 8. Okay, and a 7th day, you'd end up at 0. You'd go into negatives. Example 4, the altitude of a balloon is 590 feet after 30 minutes and 440 feet after 90 minutes. So I make a table, x, y, minutes is x, feet is y. So 590 with, by the way, the rate of change is expressed as feet per minute. Okay, and then 440 feet, 90 minutes. So it's going down again, so it'll be negative 440 minus 590 is negative 150. 90 minus 30 is 60. So we take the negative 150 divided by 60, that's negative 2.5. Okay. Okay, that means if there was a 91st minute, we would add negative 2.5. Okay, and that would be 437.5. And then a 92nd, you just add negative 2.5 every time. But this is the answer here. Okay, and then you have the problems.